It's been a while, obviously, because it's spooky season and it's fall now. Welcome to my little cozy corner. I have a little area now, which is super cool. I have a lot of updates that I'll be posting other videos for. One of them being building this and some other updates as well. But for now, first of all, happy spooky season. This is probably gonna be too hot to drink. And it's not coffee because it's pretty late in the afternoon. Honestly, I haven't even had that much caffeine today, which is shocking because I would have had a lot by now. But today I needed to take a break because yesterday I had a fucking meltdown. Before we get into that and any trigger warnings with the associated things, I also wrote a blog that I will be posting along with this video and basically just getting on track of being disciplined again, like back to being disciplined. That is probably my hardest thing, being that I am now my own boss and I can do what I want when I want, which makes it very hard for me, which like for some people it'd be so easy because like you have so much time, you can do this, this, and this. And it's like, I have so much time, but I don't schedule it right. So I've been working for the past like couple months on trying to figure out a schedule that works for me, as I've said before. And that's just a very like fluctuating thing. There's ebbs and flows in so much of it that it's been kind of fucking crazy. And then last month took me on like by storm. It felt like there was something back to back to back. My girlfriend, another one's getting married. Yay. I'm so excited. I actually have my fitting for that dress on Saturday, so that's even more exciting. So I drove down her bachelorette trip. It's about a 9-hour drive from Michigan, where I'm at, to Tennessee, where we were going, like around the Smoky Mountains. And it was so fun. It was just very tiring. I kind of set myself up for a little bit of a failure. Before this trip started, I had also overbooked my brother-in-law's 50th birthday trip because in my head, her bachelorette was ending on Sunday and his birthday weekend was starting on Sunday. So in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect because I'll be home and then we can leave. Well, no, not necessarily, because I was then only in Tennessee from Thursday. I left at like 7 a.m., picked up my girlfriend in Ohio. We drove down, got there around 4 to Tennessee, I would say, 4 or 5, something like that. Drive down was great. I love her. I missed her. It was so fun just hanging out. And I love road trips. I just didn't anticipate how exhausting this one would be before a second trip. That's on me. That's my bad. Never again will I not write down and plan things out, which is it was a big trigger on planning and like figuring everything out because I just made things a mess and they didn't need to be. It made it way harder than it needed to be. But anyway, so we drove down. It was about 4 p.m. We set everything up. We hung out. We had Thursday night, all of Friday and Friday night, and then Saturday morning at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I don't remember when we left. We left, and I drove back another 9 hours, dropped my girlfriend off in Ohio, and we stopped at a Buc-ee's. I've never been. That shit was so cool. It was so fun. If you've never been to one, find one near you. If not, literally road trip to one because you just have to go. You have to experience it. I had like literally my hands full of shit when we were walking out of the store. I got saltwater taffy. I got caramel corn and 2 different kinds of jerky, a little stuffed animal, treats for the dog. Like I got so much random shit. It was crazy. Oh, they're freaking homemade like peanuts, like fair candy coated almonds. So good. Oh my God. I don't even remember what else I got, but I got so much and I would have gone back and gotten more, honestly. Everyone says that their brisket's really good. Never had it, but apparently it's worth getting. Yeah, so then we drove back, and then right when I got home, probably around 5, I was hoping to get home around 3. That didn't happen. Got home around 5, and then I had to pack everything because I was leaving, and our flight was at 7 a.m., so we had to be at the airport by 6. Yep, So I wasn't even home for 12 hours after packing and then going on another trip, which was great, don't get me wrong, but it was a golf trip, so it was very tiring. And do I golf? I do now. I do now. I have literally gone, I went one time before that. One time. I don't count Top Golf, even though I have gone a few times. 3 total. But so that was fun. That was crazy. It was another 3 days, and then we came home. We had a whole day of travel on Wednesday. We didn't get home till like 8 p.m. And I don't think my nervous system and body settled back down until we were home for like 3 days. Like, I think Saturday, my body was finally like relaxed enough to like be like, okay, we can get back in the swing of things. We can do this again. And then I needed to just take days off from being so tired and like so discombobulated. And my anxiety was through the fucking roof for that whole like 5 days that I was gone, week, basically. And it was just fucking crazy. Like, I hadn't felt that anxious in a long time, and it would come and go, like, just very, like, in and out. Like, it'd be pretty bad. I'd, like, think about being home. I'd think about, like, Gizmo being here, and I'd just, like, stress out. And then we would start doing something again, so it would, like, go away. It wouldn't be on my mind anymore. And then whenever it came back, it was just, like, frantic. I, like, panicked. It was a lot, but it was so fun. Both trips were great. It was just, I'm never planning back-to-back trips like that ever again. Ever again. But now that's October, I finally have time to breathe and rest and come back into the ebbs and flows of everything. I have been very consistent at the gym, which is my most exciting and like comforting thing because I have been so consistent with that. And then I've been breaking down like week by week what I'm doing, which has been also very helpful, which is now why I'm back again and being able to come back on and talk to you guys and like explain all of the new things and edit all of the past stuff that I have done. I just haven't sat down to edit and post it, which is irritating to me. And then I get down to myself about not doing that. And then it turns into a whole vicious cycle. But it's fine. I've been consistent on going to the gym and my fans page, which is super hype because for a long time I was not consistent on there. So I've dropped off a lot on that, but I'm picking that back up as well. Same with TikTok, which is exciting because just content creation in itself. And then also streaming. So that's actually some pretty big goals. And this is taking me the longest because this one honestly takes also the most time. Arguably, the fans page does take a lot of time, but this takes a lot of time with sitting down, editing, like all of the things, touching base. So it's been nice. And now that it's October, my favorite freaking season, I can show all the new things. I can do a little house tour on all of the decor that I did, which is so fucking cute, if I do say so myself. Thank you, as you can tell. But yeah, so that's exciting. This month we have a break. Next month is the start of the holiday season, and we all know how I feel about that. On top of that is my other best friend's wedding. That's exciting. December, we have Christmas and Disney. And then January, we have my other girlfriend's bachelorette party. And then in February, we have Justin's birthday and we have her wedding, my other best friend's wedding. So we don't really slow down. Like once this month is done, we kind of pick up a lot. So I'm excited to have this month to just like chill and be cozy and just like cook and bake and stream, be on here, create more content, and just do all the things. So I'm just so excited for that because it just like feels like a breath of fresh air from like the transition out of work and then back to work and then out of work again and like doing my own thing, but like not, and then like not having a schedule. It's been so many ups and downs. So I'm excited to have this month to relax and actually pick up one more thing, which is this channel again. So I'm so excited for that. And I just feel like very good vibes. Last month, putting everything together and the work, like behind the scenes work, made me feel so much better as well. And just having time to focus and set all like certain goals for this month and like the next few through the end of the year, which is crazy. We have 3 months left. That's insane. That's insane. Oh my God. But today was a big day because not really a big day. Today I just got my nails done. I will show a better picture over here so you guys can see it. But I got my spooky nails done. I didn't go to the gym today. I took a rest day. But also yesterday at the gym I had a moment. And I don't talk about this a lot on here. I do talk about a lot about mental stressors and mental health and coping with those things, as well as certain mental disorders and coping with those and figuring that out as well and working through that. A big one that I don't talk about is some of my PTSD and the traumas and things that happened along with that. I've talked about some of my childhood a little bit, my family a little bit, but this one is more just me. So trigger warning for assault, abuse, sexual assault, and rape really quick. Just want to put that in there before I say anything. Yesterday at the gym, and I get usually a lot of flashbacks just at random. I don't know, sometimes they come and go, and usually I can get past it. It's just one little blip, and then I'm kind of okay, that's fine. It's not fine, but we just move on from it, and I can get past it. Yesterday I had one of the worst panic attacks I've had in a long time, which was very uncomfortable because it wasn't I was sitting at home. It was in a public space. I was at the gym when it happened. Very uncomfortable. Okay. I was literally just walking through the gym, and I don't know if it was a cologne or a perfume or whoever was wearing it, just triggered my abuse in college, and it really messed me up. And I thought that I could just keep pushing through the workout, and then I felt myself starting to panic, so I tried to sit down and breathe for a little bit, and then I felt my body just freeze. And then when my body froze, I felt like I was back in the same position of that time, and it was very uncomfortable. It was very draining, very taxing, and embarrassing to feel like that when you're in such a public space. So a lot hit me, and I just wanted to be real and raw with you guys like I always am, and that just was very hard to sit through because it's not something that I really talk about ever. I do advocate and support all victims and try to advocate for all of them, even though I don't advocate for myself or talk about it much. It is just a lot to talk about. So, and I think it's the first time I've talked about it on here, really on any of my social platforms. Maybe joking, coping, made a couple of TikToks about similar situations from myself experience. So yeah, it was just a lot. So I felt very drained, but it also kind of motivated me to come back and talk on here because that's just one of the ways that I cope, as you guys know, as you've been here through all of my ebbs and flows, ups and downs of so many phases of life, so many different things that I've gone through, that we've gone through together, that we've talked about everything. So hold on. Don't worry, I got my emotional support pillow and blanket that I'm not using because I got these little slipper things today at Target. And let me tell you, they are keeping me toasty. I'm kind of sweating. But yeah, I just wanted to be real and raw with that. That was very, I don't know. So if any of you have ever had a similar experience in a public place, you're not alone. It's very uncomfortable, and it's very hard to feel safe in such a public space when you're going through something like that, especially if you start crying and someone notices you, and then it gets very uncomfortable because then you feel worse, and then you kind of panic more because you don't want to bring attention to it. Understood, felt, seen, all of the things. I hope that nobody goes through any experience like that, any triggers that puts them in a state of panic in such a public, vulnerable place. because that's the last place I would want to be experience any of those. So yeah, after that, the rest of today is just going to be very chill, very cozy. I'm making soup, and because it's soup season and spooky season, duh. Last week I made a um, loaded baked potato soup, and it was so damn good. I ate 2 bowls more than, and I was so full. And today I'm making a sausage tortellini, cheese tortellini soup, which, oh my God, it sounded so good. It smells so good. I'm literally cooking it right now. And yeah. If you have any ideas for other soups, I'll make that. If we want more cooking videos, I could definitely do that. Those are always fun. And review videos as well, especially with the holidays coming up, reviewing any products that you want to see, all of my favorite flavor taste testing of any weird drinks that are coming out. You guys know I love those. And to keep up, I need to make a whole tab on my Instagram of ones that I've tried and rated. So I need to go back and do that. I'll add that to my list. But yeah, next thing is just like a little spooky house tour to see all of the things and decor, and then all the other previous videos that I've edited that need to. So those are just the new upcoming things that I've got going on. We have so much more to share on this little month break, I'll call it. This little breather of a spooky month. Until next time.